Hi guys, it's Chrissie and welcome back to another apartment build. So today we're actually building an apartment using some of the more, I don't know what you'd call this style of furniture that came with Get Famous. But yeah, these more, glitzy and glam and gold furniture that's kind of a little more than a little bit over the top basically. So I decided that since I don't really know what I don't know don't really know how to use these furniture items in like a whole house setting, or at least that would take me quite a while. I don't really know what kind of exterior would go with this furniture. So I decided to, just build an apartment. I haven't done an apartment in a while. And yeah, I wanted to build an apartment. And since I didn't want to build like a huge apartment for multiple Sims or anything, I wanted to build an apartment that, would kind of act kind of as a, I don't know, kind of as a, a home away from home basically. So the idea I had in mind for this apartment, or for the Sim that would, own it, I guess, was that, this what wouldn't be the Sim's primary home. So I thought this Sim might be an actor or an actress. I thought maybe an actress or even an actor, that could work too. But I thought they would be probably like a super famous actor or actress, and they would, travel from town to town, working on movies and everything. And they're basically too good for a, any old hotel. They're too good to stay in a hotel or anything. So they basically own a lot in every world, or in my mind anyway. I've only done one for San Myshuno. But basically I thought they would own this apartment, so that every time they came to the city for acting, and maybe when they shoot scenes here or something, or maybe they have a meeting and they have to fly out from Del Sol Valley, they have a complete apartment to stay in, so that they don't have to check into a hotel or anything. And yeah, they would just keep this apartment whole year round, so that it's there for them if they ever need to be in the city for, longer than a day and they need some place to stay. So yeah, that's basically what I thought of for this apartment. And I know that's kind of like far-fetched, since, in The Sims 4 we can't own more than one, residential lot, which kind of sucks. I think that's something that I would really love to see in the game, is the ability to own more than one home. So maybe like a vacation home in, maybe the Salvadorada, or what's a jungle, not Jungle Adventures, Granite Falls. So maybe own a vacation home and then have the option to own a second home or something in another world that your Sims can actually go and visit. That would be really cool. I wish we could do that. I know there are, workarounds for that. You can place a generic lot and have your Sims then go and visit that lot and pretend that it's their home. But, I want my Sims to actually be able to own the lots and have to pay the bills for all of the lots, since, yeah, if you own multiple lots, obviously you pay, a lot more, since you have to upkeep all of them. And yeah, that's basically what I thought this would be. This would be like a secondary or whatever home for a Sim. Now, this apartment really isn't my style at all. Like, this is probably one of the furthest things from my personal style that I could probably do in The Sims. I mean, all of the other styles in The Sims, like modern and traditional even, and boho, and all of those styles, I could see myself living in, since those styles, my choice of furniture, I guess, or my personal style kind of varies from day to day, depending on how I feel, depending on my mood. So one day I might be super into bohemian, colorful stuff, and the other day I might be totally into minimalistic, modern, black and white, monochrome stuff. But yeah, so my personal style kind of varies, and that's why a lot of my builds tend to be very suburban, I guess, and just be a mix of traditional, modern, colorful, monochrome, whatever you can think of. But yeah, this is probably the only style that I can never see myself living in real life, like ever. This is way too much, but I don't know, I think it works for, you know, the storyline that I had in mind. I mean, I guess that if you have such a high opinion of yourself, and if you think you're so famous that you can't stay in like a 5-star hotel, but you have to have your own apartment in all of the worlds, or your own house, just so that you don't have to stay in hotels, then I guess it's quite feasible that you would have this kind of personal style, I suppose. No, that's why I thought it might be. No, I thought it might be an actress, but kind of like not an old actress. You know, she's not older or anything, but I thought she would, you know, be a bit more. She's not young. I don't think she'd be like in her 20s or anything. But I think maybe she's been doing this for a long time. She's been in the acting industry for maybe like 20 years or something. So yeah, I think she's kind of one of those like starlets basically. That, yeah, it's yikes. This is very gold, and I think I'm naming this build All That's Gold, since I couldn't think of a more, you know, a more creative name. I suck at naming my builds, so yeah, I couldn't come up with something more creative, and that was just too ironic of a name to pass up on. So yeah, that's probably going to be the name for this build. But yeah, it is only 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, since I didn't think it would be, like I said, it wouldn't be for a family or anything like that. I didn't think it would even be a permanent residence. I literally thought it would be like something that your sim would come to for maybe like a week while they're shooting scenes in the city, or maybe even a month, but they wouldn't live here like permanently or anything. Of course, I mean, it doesn't work like that in The Sims. If your Sims live here, they will like actually live here. So yeah, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, that's kind of the idea I had in mind, and why I only put in 1 bathroom and 1 bedroom. But obviously you could have a couple, you know, living here if you wanted. And yeah, it's in the 920 Medina Studios, you know, apartment. I thought this was the apartment it's still a nice size, it's large enough, but it's not like completely ginormous where it would be weird for the apartment to only have 1 bedroom, since I knew I wanted it to be 1 bedrooms. So yeah, that's why I built it here. And it doesn't have any like weird lot trait or anything, which is great. I think it had the haunted lot trait or something, but I just removed that, since, you know, you can't upload it to the gallery with lot traits anyway, so what does it matter? And it costs about 125,000 simoleons, which, yeah, that's quite expensive. Normally, like, a family home would cost me that much if I built it, but yeah, it's really expensive. It's all of the Get Famous furniture that's so expensive. And then you guys will notice that I did pull out some debug, you know, awards and stuff that your Sims can actually win in the game. And I placed those around the apartment, you know, thinking, well, since she's been doing this for so long, and since she has enough money and she's successful enough to have, you know, multiple homes everywhere, that she would have probably won some awards, you know, in her time, or even now still, she might be, you know, still one of the most in-demand actresses or actors or whatever. And yeah, it's very over the top. It's very, very gold and white. And yeah, I don't know. I love this apartment, but I also kind of hate it at the same time. And yeah, I love it because it's so over the top, but I also kind of hate it because it's so over the top and so far, no, so different from my normal style. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this. I thought it would be a perfect, apartment and style to go with city living, since we did get all of these awesome, you know, kind of glam objects, and I wanted to use them for something, since they're definitely not things that I would use in my regular gameplay. But yeah, we're almost at the end of the video. This video isn't too long, since this only took me about 40 minutes to do the whole apartment. But yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button, and remember to turn on the notification bell to be notified of whenever I post a new video. But yeah, I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye everyone.